What's up, everybody? It's Jordan, and welcome to the Sports Dude Hunt Show. Today is July 8th, 2021, and in this video, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be doing a Madden simulation, and I've done a couple of Madden simulation videos. I've done Week 1 and Week 2 of the Cincinnati Bengals 2021 schedule, and I'm going to be continuing, this Madden sim series here, with the Bengals. And this is a Week 3 matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Easily the Bengals, biggest rival, in the NFL. All Bengal fans, hate the Steelers and everything. This is a very interesting matchup. We were heading into Week 3. Last year the Bengals were able to defeat and upset the Steelers on Monday Night Football with the amazing Von Bell hit and everything. Just tuning in, I'm live on YouTube, and I'm also live on Twitch for the first time. So make sure not only to subscribe to my YouTube channel, but to also follow me on Twitch. I would really, really appreciate it. So we'll go ahead and get started here with this Madden simulation of the Bengals and Steelers. So this is at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh elects to kick off first to the Cincinnati Bengals. So touchback there, to start off the game for Cincinnati. It's going to be really interesting to see, this matchup in general, because, the first time Burrow played against the Steelers, just our offensive line was horrible. First snap of the game, Mixon gets a nice carry there, pick up for about 6 or 7 yards. 6 yards in the play, be 2nd and 4 at the 31 for Cincinnati. So 2nd and 4 for Cincinnati here. The clock's going down just to about 5 seconds. They have Tyler Boyd in motion to fake the handoff to him. Mixon gets the carry and looks like he's just a tad bit short for the first down. It's 3rd and inches here for the Bengals. And, it's very interesting because, like I mentioned, the first time Joe Burrow played against the Steelers, he got injured towards the end of the game. Just our offensive line was not good. We did not play a good game at all. Our defense was horrific. And, our offensive line, I think, is a lot better than people think. Burrow drops back, completes to Jamar Chase for the first down. Pick up 7 yards in the play, extending the drive here for Cincinnati. With some of the offensive line additions we made throughout the offseason, I think our offensive line is much, much, much better than people think. I'm not saying, we have a great offensive line, but I don't think it's as sucky as it was last season. We brought Riley Reef in. We drafted Jackson Carman, which was a very questionable pick. We re-signed Quentin Spain, who was all right last season. And Burrow takes a snap here, gets off to Mixon again for a gain of 6 yards in the play. Mixon already has 3 rushes for already 15 yards just 2 minutes into the game. And that's really something else. It seems like in years past, Mixon will have a great game against the Steelers in the first half. But the majority of times we're playing Pittsburgh, we're normally losing. We're heading into the second half. So instead of, keep on continuing to give the ball to Mixon, we're actually having to pass back, which really sucks because if you look at Joe Mixon's first half stats against the Steelers, they are really, really, really good. Compared to second half stats, they're not good at all. His second half stats are not good. Burrow finds, I believe that's Mixon on the play for another first down. Mixon has 1 reception and already around 15 to 20 rushing yards. So he's been really, really good so far. So like I said, I'm live on YouTube and Twitch. I just started Twitch the other day, so make sure to follow me on there. New to Twitch and everything. Honestly, do not know a ton about it. Mixon gets a carry again. 7 yards in play. Mixon's averaging over 5 yards a carry. Also has a reception. Already 27 yards just on this drive alone for Joe Mixon. And, I would not be surprised at all if this was, in a real life scenario, because I think with our improved offensive line and the Steelers defense, they have one of the best defenses in the league, with odds of them having a really nice defense, a great defense again. I think they will have a nice one, but I don't know if they'll have a fantastic one. Another carry by Mixon. It's 5 carries for 28 yards for Joe Mixon. He's averaging 5.5 carries, 5.5 yards per carry. Joe Mixon is, and this is what you love to see so far early in the game for the Cincinnati Bengals. So clock's going down to about 5 seconds, minute 20 left in the first quarter. Burrow drops back, throws to Joe Mixon again, breaks the defender, and that is a 14-yard reception for Joe Mixon. Burrow is 3 of 3 for 28 yards. Mixon, it seems like he has all the yards for the Bengals so far. I believe he has all the Bengals total yards except for 7, and that was by a reception from Jamar Chase. So under a minute here to go in the first quarter. Let's see. They have Jamar Chase go in motion. They fake the handoff to him and give the ball to Joe Mixon again, which that's time. He is finally stopped up and just for a gain of 2 yards. That is Mixon's worst carry so far of the game. He's played really, really, really well so far. If you're just tuning in, I'm live on YouTube and Twitch. I was kind of mentioning earlier, this is my first Twitch stream as well. I do not know a ton about it. I just started my account the other day. So make sure to follow me there as well. Also, subscribe to my channel on here. Horrible pass there by Burrow. That was his first incompletion of the day. That makes it 3rd and 8 here for Cincinnati in the red zone here. 9 seconds to go in the first quarter. So if you have any questions or anything like that, just feel free to ask because this is about a 45-minute or so, game. I have lots of time to answer some questions. So Burrow drops back, clean pocket, throws to Drew Sample, picks up about 2 or 3 yards. Not enough for a first down, not even close. It makes it 4th and 6th here. And something with this simulation, when I was updating the rosters, it did not let me get Evan McPherson. So the Bengals kicker here is Seibert. He's been their kicker in the first 2 weeks. I don't know why it won't let me, get him on the roster. It lets me get Chase, but not McPherson. So Seibert goes up for the field goal here, about 25, 30-yard field goal. That's good. Gets the Bengals a 3-0 lead, which is, you'd love to see the Bengals leading Pittsburgh, but it's a lot more difficult for the Bengals to beat the Steelers in Pittsburgh, in my opinion. I would not be shocked at all if we end up beating Pittsburgh once. I honestly think we will. But to me, honestly, if we beat Pittsburgh, I think it's a lot more likely we beat them in Cincinnati. We've proved that we can do it. Last year, for example, I think we're more than capable of doing it. People need to stop sleeping on us, honestly. It gets kind of annoying. I'm not saying, we're going to be some playoff team and win a division, but I think we're a lot more comparable to the Steelers than people think. So the kickoff here, the Steelers get it to about the 24-yard line. They will start the ball off at the 24. And, Roethlisberger, I think he's going to be a main reason why the Steelers will not be good. You really look at it, last season, the last 4 or 5 games. I believe the last 4 games of the season, the Bengals and the Jets both had better records than the Steelers. Roethlisberger's decline in play and just his arm strength and everything, his accuracy was a big reason why the Steelers just sucked. And I think that's going to kind of continue the trend in the 2021 season for the Steelers. So they had their Najee Harris, I believe, going in motion there for a pass that is complete to Chase Claypool, I believe. And that's another guy. I've seen rankings have Claypool better than rankings higher than T. Higgins, which is extremely laughable because T. Higgins, that was Deontay Johnson, another overrated guy who led the league in drops. But, the Steelers are just full of overrated players, especially in the offense side of the ball. Roethlisberger fakes the handoff, gets tackled on the play by, I believe, Mike Daniels. That's another guy in there. Josh Bynes, that said DJ Reader, but that was not DJ Reader. Josh Bynes is on here. It would not let me take him on the team. I'm not sure why. But he is actually not on the team I would not be surprised if we would end up, re-signing him though to give us some more depth and a veteran guy at linebacker. Roethlisberger drops back wide open on the play. I believe that's Deontay Johnson. I cannot really tell from here. Yeah, Deontay Johnson. So Deontay Johnson already has 2 receptions for 27 yards. And, he'll definitely drop one this game because, like I said, he led the league in drops. They have Claypool, who is good, but it's extremely overrated. And don't even get me started on Juju Smith. It's just the most overrated receiver in the league. It's not even debatable. Clean pocket by Roethlisberger. That's something else the Bengals really need to I think that's a key part if the Bengals can defeat the Steelers this season is, the Bengals' defensive line and their sacks were drastically down. They were far less down than anybody expected. I believe we only had 17 sacks last season. And then we bring in, Trey Hendrickson, who had 13.5 last season with New Orleans Saints. But it just seems like when we play Pittsburgh, we're never able to sack Roethlisberger. So Najee Harris takes a carry there for about 8 or 9 yards, 10 yards in the play, actually. Makes it 2nd and inches. Tackled by Trey Waynes. So Trey Waynes did not play last season due to an injury. His contract, in my opinion, is extremely ridiculous, especially because he's not played a snap for us. He's one of our highest paid players per year. I think that's Pat Freiermuth, in motion there, blocking for Najee Harris. Tackle on the play by Logan Wilson. I believe today is actually Wilson's birthday. I think him and Akeem Davis-Gaither both going to have really nice years this season. I think Akeem Davis-Gaither, it seems like he did not play nearly as much as he should have last year. I think if our defense and Lou Amaro, our defense coordinator, gives him more experience and more playing time, I think Akeem Davis-Gaither can really take a big step and a big leap in his progress this upcoming season. So 1st and 10 here in the red zone for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Roethlisberger has all day to throw. Has a reception there for 7-8 yards. Makes it 2nd and 2. Deontay Johnson with another reception there. That's already his 3rd reception for 35 yards. So it's a 12-yard line in the red zone here. Roethlisberger, once again, has all day to throw. Throws to Najee Harris. Gets tackled on the play by Josh Bynes, like I said. Not sure, why I was unable to take him off. Would not let me take him off the team here. So inside the 10-yard line here, Roethlisberger gets hit as soon as he throws. Throws it out of bounds for an inaccurate pass. Makes it 2nd and goal with the 7 with 1:04 left in the first half. So 2nd and 4 here. Still going to go, Roethlisberger. Clean pocket. He honestly could maybe run that in if he wanted to. It elects not to pass. It does. Horrible pass. Waits all day to throw. Gets hit when he throws the ball. Deflected on the play. Makes it 3rd and goal for Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is unable to score there. Makes it 4th and goal. If I'm Pittsburgh, I'm definitely going to go for the touchdown here. And that's what they decide to do here. 4th and goal at the 1-yard line. See if they can score. Great defensive stop for Cincinnati. Great stop by Von Bell. That is a huge play. That's a complete momentum shift in the game right there. Pittsburgh gets the ball in the second half. Would not have been a bad idea if they went for a field goal, but they decided to, kind of be greedy. Try to go for the touchdown, unable to do it. Great play by Von Bell right there. Definitely one of the most underrated safeties in the league. So 1st and 10 here for the Cincinnati Bengals. That was extremely risky and stupid. I'm all for scoring, but I think it would have been best just to run the ball because, with the Steelers defense, there's a high percentage going to be sacked, especially with our not great offensive line. Burrow was scrambling in the end zone there. And then we picked up 9 yards, but that was really risky. 2nd and 1 at the 13. Burrow finds T. Higgins with a great play up to the 37-yard line. We have 2 timeouts left, so we might be able to possibly get a field goal right before the half. First and 10 at the 37 with 37 seconds left. Burrow has a clean pocket, throws to, I believe, Tyler Boyd, gets about 8 or 9 yards in the play. The Bengals have to call a timeout. They just have 1 timeout remaining. So far, I'm really liking how the Bengals offense is playing. I know we didn't score a touchdown our opening drive, but for the most part, the Pittsburgh defense is letting us do pretty much whatever we want so far. It's a 2nd and 1 here at the 46 with 30 seconds left in the first half. Burrow finds Chase again on the play. Makes it 1st and 10. We really have to hurry up. And we let to use our final timeout of the first half. So 21 seconds left in the first half. We are at the Pittsburgh 43-yard line. Maybe we can get a nice couple of plays out of bounds. Get us 10 to 15 yards, and we'll try to get Seibert to go for a field goal. I say Seibert because, Evan McPherson, the kicker we drafted from Florida, for whatever reason, I cannot get him on the game here. Burrow gets sacked, which that is worst case scenario right there. And, that'll pretty much do it for, the first half. That sucks. I believe that's the first time we've got sacked today. And, aside from that play, in the end zone, Burrow scrambling, this was one of the worst times to possibly get sacked. So that'll do it for the first half. The Bengals lead 3-0, which, you think this would be a more high-scoring game, but so far the Bengals have played very well. And the Steelers, when they were on offense, they've only had the ball 1 time on offense in the entire first half. And, they were just 1 yard away from scoring a touchdown. So neither one of these teams, despite this game being 3-0, neither one of these teams are playing really bad at all. I just feel that the Bengals have more control so far, on the offense side of the ball because, aside from that sack, they've been able to do pretty much whatever they want to do. Pittsburgh, however, when they had the ball, they were able to do some stuff. They just needed 1 yard, and it was a risky move, and they decided to go for the touchdown instead of the field goal at the 1 yard line. They get stopped by Von Bell. So great game so far here in the first half. The Bengals received the kickoff to start the game, so the Steelers will receive the kickoff in the second half. Just saw something here. We are 4 weeks away from the first preseason game and 9 weeks away from the regular season opener. Cannot wait for the NFL season. This is probably the most excited I've ever been for an NFL season. I think the Bengals can surprise some people. There's so many surprise teams this season. It's going to be a great year. Start off the second half. Pittsburgh takes the kickoff to about the 25-yard line. So Najee Harris, 3 rushes so far for 14 yards. I think he's going to be really good with Pittsburgh, and I think he's a great player. But that pick in the first round, in my opinion, was very, very questionable. If I'm the Steelers, honestly, I would have tried my best to possibly trade up in the draft and get a quarterback. Because, Roethlisberger, after this season, is over. He's not going to be with Pittsburgh. Najee Harris is great, but if you don't have a quarterback, it really doesn't mean anything in the NFL. I mean, look at us. We've had a crappy quarterback for years. We get Burrow, and, we have lots of hope. Great defensive play there for Cincinnati. Makes Najee Harris lose a yard on that rush. So 2nd and 11 here for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Roethlisberger has a clean pocket. That was a risky pass. I believe that play was broken up by Trey Waynes. Makes it already 3rd and 11 for Pittsburgh. So this is exactly what you want to see so far from the second half of the Cincinnati Bengals defense. So 3rd and 11, Roethlisberger, clean pocket once again. Throws to Najee Harris, gets stopped in the play. Great defensive play there. Only a gain of 6 yards, makes it 4th and 5. And, the Bengals defense has really stepped up so far, in this game. I know they let Pittsburgh get to the 1 yard line, a 4th and goal with a 1. But that, 4th down stop, that was so far easily the biggest play of the game. They've been able to, stop Pittsburgh on this drive here. Punt return there gets us about 7 or 8 yards on the play. Punt return there by Darius Phillips. Not sure if he will be the punt returner though. It's going to be very interesting to see who it is. Maybe it's, Darius Phillips, Brandon Wilson, Trent Taylor. We signed him. We signed him not too long ago. He spent some time with the San Francisco 49ers. So if you have any questions or anything like that, just feel free to comment and everything. I'll try my best to answer them. 1st and 10 here at the 38, I believe. They have a handoff with Drew Sample. That was incredibly stupid. There's a fine line between, the defense might not be prepared for a play or something like that. But there's other times it's like, let's not get carried away. Let's not have a stupid play. That was definitely one of those super plays right there. Zach Taylor normally has 1 or 2 play calls that are just really, really bad a game. That was definitely one right there. Makes it 2nd and 11 here. Burrow drops back. Crap. Gets sacked again by Hayward, one of the better, edge rushers, in the NFL. Burrow's last 2 passing attempts, both plays have been sacks. So the offensive line is starting to struggle again now. 3rd and 17. This is not a good drive. This is definitely the Bengals' worst drive of the game so far. So 3rd and 17 at their own 31-yard line, but just a little over 3 minutes ago in the 3rd quarter. Burrow nearly gets sacked again, throws to Joe Mixon, and surprisingly gets the 1st down. Great play by Mixon. He gets over 20 yards in the play. Mixon has easily been the MVP of this game so far. He has to have close to 100 total yards. I believe that's it right there. Over 40 receiving yards. He has about 40 or 50 rushing yards, I believe. Great play by Mixon to extend the drive for the Bengals because, 3rd and 17, those are plays that do not happen often. You do not often convert those plays. Mixon gets a carry there, gets a great run for about 12 yards. Yeah, right there it says Mixon has about 40 or 50 rushing yards. 42 rushing yards and 7 carries at 6 yards a carry. He's doing everything he wants in the offense side of the ball. And it seems like he does that a lot. And I don't know why I did that. But it seems like every time the Bengals play the Steelers, Nick's going to do a lot what he wants most of the time. Great play by Burrow. Gets a pass to Tyler Boyd, makes it 2nd in inches. Tyler Boyd, to me, is tied for the most underrated receiver in the NFL. Tyler Boyd, to me, is tied with Carolina Panthers wide receiver DJ Moore for being the most underrated receiver in the league. Both those guys are extremely underrated. 2nd in inches here. Burrow, clean pocket, throws it super fast to I think Jamar Chase in the play. Another 1st down for Cincinnati. Aside from those 2 sacks, and those sacks were back-to-back passing attempts, take those away. We are doing everything we want on offense. It seems like we are just. I mean, we're playing really nice on offense, which is something you don't normally hear us say when we're playing against the Pittsburgh Steelers defense. Burrow finds Jamar Chase in the play, gets within the 10-yard line at the 8, and that looks like that's probably going to be the final play of the third quarter. The Bengals are on 1st and goal to start the fourth quarter. They're up 3-0 against the Pittsburgh Steelers, and this is, I'm not going to say best case scenario, but it's definitely up there. I really don't get how you can get better than 3-0, and your 1st and goal to start the fourth quarter against the Steelers. We're shutting out the Steelers, which, if anything, you think it would be the complete opposite. Steelers would be shutting us out. But, we're playing really, 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 really well so far. Burrow's in shotgun, gets a snap. Mixon's wide open right there. Finds him on the play. Gets within the 5-yard line, 4-yard completion. Burrow to Joe Mixon on the play. Just tuning in, live on YouTube. Week 3 Madden Sim, Bengals and Steelers. I said I'm live on YouTube. I'm also live on Twitch. I keep forgetting to say that. This is my first time streaming on Twitch, so make sure to go follow me on there. I would really, really appreciate it. Burrow gets a snap. That was a really, really low snap by Trey Hopkins. That snap right there kind of led to Mixon not having a good rushing attempt. It's 3rd and goal at the 6-yard line with about 5:25 left to go in the fourth quarter. Yeah, that was a really bad snap by Hopkins. That was too low, and by the time Burrow had to adjust his arms and hands and everything, it's by the time he gets the handoff to Mixon, they're already up there trying to tackle him. 3rd and goal here. Oh, that was really, really bad. Hit him right in the chest. Did not even try to catch it. Hate when that happens on this game. I don't get why they're acting like number 41 did anything. He did not do crap. That was just a clean drop, and that easily would have been a touchdown. Could not tell if that was Tyler Boyd or Jamar Chase. But, we decided to play it safe here and go for a field goal at the 6-yard line. 4th and goal. The Bengals lead 3-0, and with this field goal, the Bengals now lead 6-0. So 6-0, Cincinnati leads with under 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. And if you watched the Week 1 stream and if you watched the Week 2 stream, you'll notice, some of these games are very low scoring. Week 1, the Bengals actually defeated the Minnesota Vikings 3-0. And I believe Week 2, when the Bengals took on the Bears, I think there was only one touchdown. The only touchdown scored in that game, I believe, for the Bengals was a pick 6 by Chidobe Awuzie, the recent signed corner from the Dallas Cowboys. Steelers get the kickoff, take it to the 26-yard line with 4:45 to go in the contest. See, the Bengals defense can step up big here one more time. They've been stepping up big the entire game, and this might be the biggest drive of the game so far. It'll be really interesting to see what happens. This is, some of these situations and scenarios that we've seen in the past, where the Bengals make a big play on offense and the defense just have to step up, but they're unable to do so. For instance, that heartbreaker last season, against the Cleveland Browns. 1st and 10 here at the 26-yard line. Roethlisberger clean pocket and throws to, let's see here. Cannot really tell who that is. Oh, Juju Smith. I think that's his first catch of the game. Took him a whole freaking game to have one catch. Just another reason why he's the most overrated receiver in the league. So 1 reception for 16 yards for Juju Smith. ESPN's favorite guy. 4 minutes ago, 1st and 10 here. Roethlisberger has a clean pocket once again, but he gets hit as soon as he throws it. Gets hit by Sam Hubbard for interception. Chidobe Awuzie, he made a huge play last week when the Bengals played the Bears. Had a pick 6 to help us win. He gets a huge interception here to possibly help us seal the deal against the Pittsburgh Steelers. That is 2 straight games. Chidobe Awuzie has made huge impact plays, huge, major interceptions that can helped us last week get a win, possibly help us today get a win. That is definitely the play of the game so far. And he's been in this simulation here, has been a huge, huge piece to this Bengals defense and been a big part of their early success so far in the season. The first play there, Joe Mixon was stopped in the play, makes it 2nd and 10. But, just have to milk the clock as much as we can. And hopefully Pittsburgh does not get the ball back. And if they do, we can make another play similar to the Chidobe Awuzie play. That was a fantastic play there. And also a great play by Sam Hubbard, getting some pressure there, actually hitting Roethlisberger to make the pass not good. Mixon gets another carry there. That one was not really good either. Now it's 3rd and 12. If you've been here at the beginning of the stream, Joe Mixon was having 7 carries for 42 yards. Now I believe that's set on the top of the thing, 10 carries for 38 yards. So the Pittsburgh Steelers, defense is starting to figure out, we have to stop Mixon. And, Mixon has early on been a big reason for the Bengals' offensive success. Burrow finds T. Higgins on the play, but it's short. It's 4th and 3. And it'll be interesting to see if the Steelers use one of their timeouts here. If I'm Pittsburgh, I know you had a 2-minute warning coming up. I'm definitely going to use one of my timeouts right now, the 2:20 mark, around there. Because think about it. If you get, the punt or wherever you get it from, the 2-minute warning is going to help you because it's a free timeout that you don't have to use when your offense on your offensive drive. So 4th and 3 at their own 49-yard line. We are at the 2-minute warning. And this could really not get any better so far. Hopefully, this is not blocked or anything like that. Oh, that was nearly blocked. I believe that's going to be, I believe he hit Huber. Roughing the kicker, that'll be enough for a 1st down Bengals. That is awesome to see. Those are the type of mistakes that you would normally see us make when we play Pittsburgh. But actually here, it's Pittsburgh making the mistakes, not the Bengals. That is 100% best case scenario. 1:55 left to go in the game. Pittsburgh has 3 timeouts, but they're going to have to use all 3 to even, get the ball back. That is fantastic. That is awesome right there for the Bengals. And just a stupid mistake there for the Steelers. Not necessary at all. Mixon gets the handoff and it gets 3 yards on the play. The Steelers elect to use their first timeout of the half. They have 2 remaining, and there's 1:52 on the clock. And with that rushing attempt, it is now 2nd and 7. Just tuning in, there was a couple huge plays here just in the past minute. The Steelers had the ball. And Chidobe Awuzie, the corner we got from Dallas, had a huge interception. It was, let's see what Mixon gets here. Just gets a yard or 2 there. It was 4th and 3 for us, and the Steelers hit Kevin Huber. It was roughing the kicker, and it's now a 1st down. If you're watching this, make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I would really, really appreciate it. I'm trying to do multiple live videos a week. I'm hoping to have the week 4 in between the Bengals and the Jaguars, probably Monday or Tuesday. And, this is my first, stream on Twitch, too. I would really appreciate if you can follow me on Twitch. Mixon gets the 1st down. The Steelers use their final timeout. That would just about do it. 1:43 to go here. 1st and 10. But Pittsburgh has no timeouts left. They cannot stop the clock. Like I was saying, this is my first stream on Twitch. So if you can follow me on there, I would really, really appreciate it. Winning formation here for the Bengals. This is awesome to see. We get a huge, huge, huge win in Pittsburgh. I fully believe we will beat Pittsburgh at least once this year. In my opinion, there is a 0% chance we get swept by the Steelers. But if we beat Pittsburgh, I think it's going to be Cincinnati. If we can pull off an upset victory here in Pittsburgh, that is absolutely huge in the season and can really get us some momentum and possibly get us, in playoff contention. Who knows? 2nd and 11 here, instead of, kneeling, they elect to give the ball to Joe Mixon, which I mean, that makes his yards per carry go down a lot. Now it's 3rd and 15, and that was really really risky. I don't understand why you would even consider doing that. I mean, we are going to win this. Don't do anything stupid or fancy or anything like that. Something else, I did not mention it at all, but, with the Steelers, their offensive line is a lot worse now. With our improved defensive line, it's going to be very interesting, with this matchup. And I would say, the Steelers offensive line performed a lot better than I thought they would in this game, and our defensive line did not play nearly as good. But, just on offense, we played much better than I thought we would. We did everything we wanted to do, and, clock hit 0, 6-0. Cincinnati defeats the Pittsburgh Steelers. We are now, let's see here. We are now 3-0 on the season. That is awesome to see. We defeated the Vikings 3-0 in week 1. We defeated the Bears in week 2 with the amazing Chidobe Awuzie pick 6. And here in week 3 in Pittsburgh, Chidobe Awuzie has a key major interception that eventually helps us secure a win in Pittsburgh, which is a shocking win, honestly. We will beat Pittsburgh and Cincinnati, but beating the Steelers in Pittsburgh, that is much harder to do. So 3-0 on the season. I'm hoping to have the Week 4 stream, the Thursday night football game, and a rematch at a national championship between Trevor Lawrence against Joe Burrow. Hoping to have that maybe Monday or Tuesday. So make sure to like this video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'd really appreciate it. Also, follow my Twitch channel. Like I've said a couple of times in here, this is my first Twitch video. If you can follow me on there, I would really appreciate it. I'm new to that. Thank you all so much for listening. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and follow me and everything. And I will see you all next time on the Sports Stu Hines Show.